Alright, so predictions again, this time for the NA Qualifier 5. Before we go into this, big news. Turbo's Cheeks actually did worse with Squishy Muffins than Rizzo. Just wanted to say that before we started, because why not? To be fair, they did have a harder, they did have harder matches, so it wasn't actually that surprising, but anyways, let's get things started. GT vs BDW. BDW, not the most noticeable lineup. I think they have Drury, Brock, and Wellis. There we go, according to Wikipedia. So I'm gonna keep this one simple. I'm gonna give a G2 a 3-0 if it wants to load. Maybe it takes a little while. Gen G versus Spades. Spades, previously known as the Whippersnappers. I expect this to be 3-1. Luminosity and then Nether Lameri Canada, I think something like that, the team name is. They did actually fairly well last time, but and they did actually upset Luminosity in this match, but I think this time around Luminosity should have them. I'll give them a 3-1. OG Dignitas, this is a huge round 1 match as well. This time around Dignitas have dropped Evo in favor of Gyro this time around, because Gyro, he was replaced by Stizzy, and therefore, put into sub spot. And then now they've done a whole 360 on that, and they've said actually we're gonna drop Evo instead this time, and we're gonna play with Gyro. And they have made the qualifier this time around, or the Swiss stage of the qualifier, rather than exiting top 32 or whatever, top 40 24. Will they come out swinging? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna give a game 5 victory for OG. Space Station NRG. NRG, they're pretty good, but I'm gonna give this one to Space Station. They really impressed me in the first qualifier of the split. In other words, qualify 4. MAT Cloud9. Cloud9, whilst they are pretty good, I think MAT they're just that level above. TSM Rebellion. This should be a really good series, and I'm gonna give Rebellion a 3-1 victory. Snowman Moist. Snowman obviously making top 4 in qualifier 4, so a huge result for them, but I've said this before, and I'll say it again here, is I don't think they'll make it at the top 4. I think they'll make another top 8, and I think they'll probably finish outside the top 8 once as well. And they've showed the potential, which is really good, but I just don't see it happening again. And I'm just gonna be frank. I'm gonna have them getting swept here in round 1, just because Voices are a great team. They're a really good team. They're really close to the Snowmen, and I think after that giant high in the last event, I think Snowmen might be feeling a little bit privileged, let's say. But I may be completely wrong. But what I'm trying to say is I just don't think they'll quite show up this time around in round 1. I think it'll be a reality check, and I'm sure they'll play much better in the second series. But that first series will be a big scare for them, I think. Anyways, round 2, G2 OG. I do think G2 is just simply the better team. Moist Rebellion, gonna give this one to Rebellion, another 3-1. Genji M80. Sorry, my voice was just randomly dying there. Genji M80. Oh, M80 have won this series a bunch, but surely you think Genji get through them this time around. Luminosity Space Station. This is quite a match that we've wanted to see, but I think Space Station will just win this one again. Dignitas BDW. I'm gonna have Dignitas win that one 3-0. It's TSM Snowmen. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm gonna give this one to just TSM in game 5. Cloud9, Spate. Spate are decent, but Cloud9 should win. NRG, same story here. Genji playing G2 here, so that's a tough 3-0 round here, or 2-0 round if you will. Who's gonna win it this time? I'm gonna say Genji wins here again in game 5. Space Station, Rebellion. I think Space Station have kind of proved that they're the better team so far, so I'll give them a game 5 victory. Then No, I'll turn that around actually. I'll turn that around. I'm gonna give Rebellion the game 5 victory. A little bit of an uncommon take there, hot take, but I'm gonna roll with it. MAT TSM. I'm gonna give this one to MAT. Moist NRG. I get this one to NRG. Game 5. Luminosity Dignitas. Gonna give this to Dignitas. I'll give them a game 5 victory. OG Cloud9. Gonna go with OG again. And then 3-1. Snowman BDW. Give that a 3-1 for Snowman. Spade. Will they win in 0-3 or will they lose against Justice? From a year. It's a good match. I'll give it to Spade. I'm gonna give them a game 5 victory here in the 0-3 round. Or 0-2 round. Okay, upper round 4. G2 versus NRG. I'll give this one to G2. Game 5, we'll say it's a close one. Space Station versus OG. I'm gonna go Space Station in game 5. MAT Dignitas. I think MAT is the better team here. I'm gonna go 3-1. Moist Spade. Gonna keep it simple. Game 5 win for Moist. Luminosity Snowman. I think the Snowman will win this one in game 5. And then Cloud9 TSM. I will go TSM in game 5. Alright, Dignitas TSM for top 8. I'm gonna go TSM in game 5 again. OG Moist. I will go OG in game 4. NRG Snowman. I think this will be the one. Yeah, NRG game 5 victory to clinch top 8 for the first time this whole season. So that's great for them. I think it's the first time in a whole season. You know, feel free to correct me. But yeah, now we go to quarterfinals, top 8. Rebellion versus TSM. I got Rebellion in that one. I'm gonna say it goes to game 6. MAT Space Station. Gonna give this one a Space Station. We'll go game 7. Why not? Gen G NRG. I think it's fair for me to just to go Gen G there. G2 versus OG. Unfortunate. And then G2 goes over to the semis. Rebellion Space Station. I'm just gonna repeat this previous result here and just go game 6 actually for Rebellion. Why not? You know what? Hot takes coming out from CYB. Actually just Cyb, but yeah. And then I'm gonna have G2 get revenge on Gen G. And G2 to win the regional as well. Alright, there you go. A bit of a hot take, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really feel that confident in this one, but I do think it's actually possible though. I do actually think it's possible because I feel like Rebellion is definitely top 6 in NA for me right now. You know, you got G2, Gen G, who are definitely the top 2, and then below that, I feel like you got Space Station 3rd right now, and then OG is in it. Let's say Space Station are in their own tier. Let's say, then in that that 3rd tier, then you'd have like OG, Rebellion. Anyone else that I'm really thinking of? Snowman maybe. And I think that's kind of it, because I would kind of put TSM, actually MAT as well. Yeah, MAT I would put there as well. And then below that I'd have like a tier for TSM, NRG, Cloud9, Moist, Dignitas, Luminosity if I didn't mention them yet, But yeah, there we go. That's those are my predictions for NA, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know.